record.
Michael Rupp, President, South Wilkes Barre Skyhawk Soccer. So thank you for the time this evening. Here again on behalf of South Wilkes Barre Skyhawk Soccer. We're a youth soccer organization in South Wilkes Barre serving approximately 250 children aged 4 to 18. Last season we fielded 24 teams of players, all using the soccer complex on Gordon Ave, down along the levee. Each year, a group of parents, dedicated volunteers, attempts to repair the fields and the turf on those fields. And just due to wear and tear, we've been unable to keep up with it. We are seeking the city's help and assistance and support with repairing those fields in some capacity to restore them to a playable level. Each year we have to review them for damage and what repairs need to be done. We're to the point now where we start to look at it as a safety issue for our players and whether or not we're able to use the fields for organized soccer games. Even during the entire year, it's a well-used field by all members of the public. It is public, open space. Any given weekend, you can get out there and have 100 to 300 players down there in pickup games and organized games of any fashion. Excuse me. We've been working for a while at raising some funding to repair those fields on our own. We've tried to contact through the school board as well. The fields are used by Myers for practices with their soccer teams. Again, we use them through August through November. We're seeking various clearances for the IRS 501c3s. We've already been approved by the State Department of Revenue for a charitable institution for donations and things like that. It's been a tough road, and those are the things we're looking for, some support from the Parks Department, Public Works, to attempt to repair those fields or at least restore them to a playable condition. I've had conversations in the past with various members of the Parks Department. We've had conversations at the fields, we've looked them over and come up with some informal plans, but each time it seems to have stalled. We haven't received any kind of formal list of work that could be done with either labor or equipment that may already exist or may not. We've sought out what the cost of the project if we were to do it on our own, to fund it on our own and repair those fields for our purposes and for everyone else that uses those fields. Again, it's a tough battle to get those donations in, and we're trying to make sure that, number one, we're acting according to what the city allows. We're looking for permission to do that work if we had to. If that funding were not available from the city or the work were not available, we're working on clarifying the language of a lease agreement if it did exist. I know some of the other organizations in the city do have those lease agreements for those fields, and I'm just unsure of the status of that lease arrangement. We do have a concession stand and storage area on the field site that we maintain throughout the year with water and electricity. Again, we're looking for, with not just financial support, but just again for those assets that already exist to be used for those fields. There's also grants that we're seeking that could be better pursued through the city if possible. Various sports organizations, the United States Soccer Association, Eastern Pennsylvania Soccer Association, all have grants available for maintenance and repair of fields. We're just unable to apply for those now at this point because we haven't accomplished our 501c3 certification. It is something that's in the works, but it's without a large backing behind us, it's been a tough go. We've been working on that on our own. But again, we're just looking for some formal support to be able to maintain those leagues, give the kids a place to play. We've got, again, 250 kids down there. We're looking at growing that out. We get players of all creeds and colors, all languages. Soccer is a universal sport, and as we come to the World Cup season again for this year, it gets more and more popular as we go. And we just need to give those kids a safe place to play. I gave some handouts today with some pictures of things that we've done, trying to get not only organizing soccer games, but also being involved in the community and showing them what more there is to do, and get them out. We formed a mascot, which is some pictures we have there. Screech, our Skyhawk mascot, marches the parades and get the word out that way. We were at the Building Bridges event over in Kirby Park last year, and you see us at the fields throughout the year, not just during the season. Down there taking care of it, picking up the litter, cleaning up the trash that's around the field. So we're down there throughout the year. Again, I attached some pictures in that handout of the condition of the field there. It's kind of hard to see in the pictures, but we walked around and Mr. Brown has given us the privilege of a few meetings down there to look at them himself and try to give us a good course of action. we're kind of looking for guidance and support, but also advice and how we can proceed with giving the kids a safe place to play.
Mr. Brown?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Mr. Mayor, I'd like to ask if we could do a couple of things, or at least look into it. One, if we could look into a similar lease that some of the other fields currently have. I don't know if the soccer field has ever leased, but if we could look into that.
Yeah, the solicitor, what they do is they get a timetable, like, they might be able to use modesty during certain hours, so it's a public park. The problem is, like he said, my children do the skyhawk, it's grown. And we have 240 children running out of this field on Saturday. It's gonna be a lot of upkeep, you know. The city will help prepare the field, right? And you know, we have so many fields, you know, it's not the skyhawk, it's the Cosmo, the Cole Street, it's the mini footballs that participate in our fields, it's the little leagues, it's the T-ballers. And what we do in the beginning of this time of year, we help the little leagues, and from there, once the season starts, it's up to the individual leagues to take care of the fields. I can't guarantee or make a commitment that we're gonna be down there every Monday filling the ruts from the weekend play. The weekends don't have the staffing, and as you said, down with the Skyhawks on the weekends, you know, it's practice, it's the girls and boys, senior, junior high soccer. I mean, you know, George, it's well used. It's almost as if that's why they've gotten the artificial turf, because of the use in certain areas in other complexes. So,
Mike, if I'm not mistaken,
Sure.
if there was some work done on the field, you got some type of approval from other people that stop playing on that, or the field is healing and starting to grow. Is that correct?
Yes, we're down there almost every weekend doing some kind of work or registering or something of that purpose. I talk with everyone down there. I think there's different communities in the city. We're trying to reach out to everyone, minorities and all the groups in the area that sometimes don't necessarily feel welcome in the established programs. We're doing a lot of work to reach out to them and include them in our programs. But like I said earlier, you go down on a Sunday afternoon, and there could be 200 or 300 people there just playing, just existing. I think to answer the mayor's question, we're not looking for someone to be there every Monday to repair the field. We're looking for some initial repair to make them playable. I think it's an obligation on ours as an organized league to take care of those fields throughout the season, to fertilize them, and do that level of work. The work we're looking for now is to fill it. We've got very deep ruts. We've got large areas that are no grass and deep pits that kids could fall in. It really affects the playability and the safety of the players. The weekly upkeep and maintenance, that's definitely our obligation. We want to keep that field in great shape. That's something we have to do. That's not something we're asking.
we'll definitely assist you in August or July whenever that comes around.
Okay.
For pre-season. And we can definitely help you. We have a grant writer here. So if you give Lisa or Jim or somebody your contact information, email, we'll make sure he gets in touch with you.
And Mr. Mayor, I know Greg Berg's not here for obvious reasons, but is there any way that we could look into some type of grants to maintain the fields? That not just soccer field, but as we talked about before, maybe other fields, but right now, this field, if we could, in the future, look at grants to try.
We are consistently, in fact, we were just awarded one, but I don't believe we're going to make the announcement. I believe the company that gave us the grant is going to make that announcement. So we're waiting for them to publicly make an announcement. We apply for grants all the time.
So maybe would you mind?
Yeah, absolutely. So Mark Barre will assist you. And through the League of Cities and National Conference of Mayors, we're always getting emails on what grants are available. Kurt's always looking for grants, Mark, but we're always applying for grants. We're not always successful, but we do get our fair share.
And like your organization does a great job down there. You know, I've seen the kids, I've seen who uses that. So I just want to give you, you guys a compliment. You do a great job.
I appreciate
and,
that.
I applaud you for that. Thank you.
Thank you.